Hi, guys. Welcome. So, my first question is from somebody that had asked me if her father's financial status was going to improve. So, I'm going to ask that question first because I didn't get to it last time. And I don't have all that much time, so get your questions in fast. I have to go to work. Okay. Will father's financial situation improve? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 1, 2, 3. I do think that your father's financial situation is going to improve RRKK. I think it's just going to take a little bit of time. You got 3 aces, but the moon was in reverse, so it kind of indicates he needs to use his intuition a little bit more, but that things are going to get better for him. Okay, may I know if someone is coming in? Okay, Glamour's looking for love this month. What's going on? Love this month. Okay, you only got 33% chance it's going to happen this month. 1 ace. The King of Cups shows up, so I'm wondering it may be a water sign. But let's see. I think that you're going to have to wait a little bit longer than August. When is love coming in for Glamour? The 8 of Diamonds. Well, the 8 could be August. Otherwise, the diamonds would be sometime coming up this winter. It could also be 8 days, 8 weeks, or 8 months. But I'm thinking the winter time. Unless you get super lucky and it happens before the end of this month, anything is possible. Cool J, how does Kay feel about me and what are her intentions? Okay. How is Kay feeling? Okay. I don't know if Kay is a Pisces, but the moon card showed up, which could indicate one of you is a Pisces. The 3 of Pentacles indicates that she thinks that this is a relationship that works with cooperation. The 2 of Pentacles also suggests that balance has been restored to her life. The center of the spread, she's got the 10 of Cups in reverse, which means she's not totally happy yet. She's still either waiting for something else to happen or her cups aren't full yet. She still feels like she's in limbo. The Empress indicates it's a positive feeling that she has for you. Generally, the Empress is the mother, it's love, it's money, abundance, it's a good omen. And if I'm asking the question as how she feels about you, she feels good about you. What are her intentions? She seems to be a little bit less worried about whatever the situation is because the 9 of Swords is in reverse. She seems to not be ready to move forward in a stable relationship. So I don't know if that's what you're looking for from her. She may be looking like to party and have a good time for a while, maybe till the end of the summer. Like she seems like she wants to enjoy herself, which is fine. Have a good time. Sweetie Pie, do you see changes coming for me? Okay, let's see. Oh, I just knocked off the camera. All right, let's see. Oh my God. My head's cut off. All right. Changes for Sweetie Pie. Let's see. It looks like you're worried about something. Okay, so you got the Hermit here, which is either a Virgo or it's you pulling back and isolating yourself for a bit. Introspection, looking in, that's totally fine. Five of Cups indicates you could be worried about something or you're crying over spilt milk. But you have the Star card here, which means that positive changes are coming, and make a wish because it can come true. It also shows like you feel like you put a lot of effort into something and it didn't pay off. The High Priestess, use your intuition. Put it out there, whatever it is that you want, because you're going to get your wish. So I don't know what kind of changes you're looking for, but focus on what you want because it looks like you will be able to have that. Definitely positive. Whatever's coming in is going to be positive, not negative. SS will be show me his city or spend time alone with me in the month of August. You have a 70% chance he's going to show you his city during the month of August, but you also have the 10 of Swords here. So I don't know if something disappointing happens first or something disappointing happens after, but there's some kind of a disappointment around. I don't know if you're taking a trip to his city. It's far from where you live. I'm not sure about that, but it looks like there could be some kind of a betrayal that you experience or a disappointment that you experience around this time in August. It might not have to do with him, but you got a 70% chance that he will be showing. Maybe whatever it is, disappointment comes up is something that you're discussing with him. That could be possible too. Is it true that T thinks of suicide when he drinks? That's scary, but let me tell you something. Depending on the alcohol, like different types of alcohol can have a different effect. Like hard liquor sometimes can make people violent. It's only showing here a 33% chance that he thinks about suicide. But I have to tell you something. Just because the question came up makes me feel like there is something out there that's either not sitting right with you or something that's not sitting right with him. I would discuss it with him further, and I would see if you can kind of talk to him about either drinking less or giving up hard liquor if that's what he drinks. Because I've heard it from more than one person, and I even experienced it with myself. And normally, I don't drink much anymore, but when I did, I could drink a lot of beer, and I was always like funny and happy and stupid. But if I drank hard liquor, I could get nasty. So it could have something to do with what he's drinking. You know, any of that stuff. They call it the devil's juice for a reason. You know what I'm saying? I would pay attention to it, though I wouldn't ignore it. Courtney, did my ex do witchcraft or a spell on me so that I can keep thinking about him and missing him? The times we spent together, he's a Gemini. Okay, let me think. Let me look. Is there witchcraft that was put on Courtney? Okay, I'm coming up with a 70% chance yes. I don't know if you know for sure if he practices witchcraft or anything like that, but I can tell you that if you don't want to be affected by witchcraft, everything is about intentions. Everything. You can light 50 million candles. You can dance in the rain. You can bark at the moon. If you don't believe in what you're doing, it's not going to work. So it's the same thing. If you believe that he has some kind of power over you, then he will control your thoughts. It's just the way it is. If our minds are so powerful and we don't use them the way we should, and oftentimes we're our own worst enemy. You can block anything that he does to you if you want to. All you need is a black candle, a white candle, a salt bath. You don't even need to do that much. You just need to believe that you're stronger than it. But all those other things are good to do if you feel like you need something to filter the energy, channel the energy, or, you know, like sometimes I would feel if I had the candle there and I was looking at it, it was a reminder of how powerful I am or what I'm putting out into the universe. So I felt like it helped me in that respect. I also feel like you can do it without a candle. You know, it's really whatever it makes you believe in the power that you have. Because nobody can do anything. Nobody can have any power over you unless you allow them to. Where are we? Are Christian and I going to break up? I'm a Leo and he's a Pisces. Okay, for Kels. So I'm kind of interested in why you asked this question, because the cards indicate the World, the Knight of Cups, and the Page of Cups. So it could be a couple of things. It could be that it's destined with the World that you do break up. The Knight in Shining Armor shows up, and if you're younger than, say, 30 or 35, this person could be a Pisces. If you don't, like, it makes me wonder why you asked that question, because it makes me feel like either you're thinking about breaking up with the person or you think that they may break up with you, which, if you're feeling like that, then this reading here indicates, yes, there's a breakup, somebody new is coming in, and they may be a Pisces. If you just strictly feel like you're being paranoid, then I would think that with this reading, the relationship is okay. It could even be something destined, because the World is like destiny. The Knight of Cups is the Knight in Shining Armor. And then the Page of Cups is a Pisces, or it could be a water sign. I'm usually a Pisces, and usually somebody younger than 35. Unless you're older and you have children that are of that sign, then it could be one of them. So interesting that you asked that question. I'm kind of thinking, because you asked it, you do think that there's a breakup coming. And in that, if that's the case, I would say yes, there is a breakup coming. And it's going to be, you're going to meet somebody else relatively quickly. Oh, Floor. Did I miss this one? Is it true that my ex-T dates a girl just because she looks like me? Probably. That happens all the time. Happens all the time. Let's ask. Definitely. Yep, 70% chance. But you know what it is? Oh, thank you for that super chat. But they don't do it consciously. So it's not like he went out and said, I have to date her because she reminds me of Floor. It's like, it's unconscious. Like they feel attracted to them, but they don't even know why. All right, let me get to that super chat. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. How did Jay react when I texted him? Oh, I didn't get, I wanted to just get your name so you know I'm talking about you. How did Jay react when I texted him? Priyanka, okay. How did Jay react? The Empress. The Empress is abundance, love, happiness. This is a positive. He felt positive when you texted him. Definitely. Definitely a positive sign. Made him feel good. That's awesome. Good. I love when that happens. Let's see. Shayavish, how does Justin view me? Okay. How does Justin view me? How does Justin view me? The Knight of Swords. All right. Okay. So this is what we got going on with Justin. So the Knight of Swords indicates that something quick can happen out of the blue. He could show up out of the blue. You can get a message. You can hear something about him. He's also worried. The Nine of Swords, when it's upright, is like anxiety, depression, being worried. You got the Two of Cups in the center, which means that either he thinks that this is like a soulmate connection. So he may not be thinking in his mind, we got a soulmate connection here, but he knows that you have a connection to him. The Lovers indicates a union, soulmate relationship, or it could be, if one of you are a Gemini, positive omen. The Star, it's a wish. So it's like he's wishing. He's either wishing for you or he's hoping that something gets off the ground, but Justin sees you in a positive light. Or you're somebody that he cares about. Can you please tell me what the guy I'm supposed to meet looks like? Thank you very much. Okay, that to me is a really difficult question because it's easier for me to give you the sign, but I'm gonna try it. All right, we're gonna try it. Well, you have the happy home here, so someone's coming in. Someone's coming in that's going to cause you great happiness with a relationship here that is going to work really well. Lots of cooperation. You're also going to be able to rest and relax. Like, it may be the kind of thing that you meet somebody and now all of a sudden you feel like everything falls into place and you feel like you don't have that anxiety of whatever it is. There's a million things why people can be anxious if they're not with somebody. The Eight of Pentacles, this is going to be a relationship that the two of you will be both working hard on. And the last card is the Chariot. So it's either going to be a relationship that moves forward very fast, like the kind of thing where it's like add water and star, and all of a sudden you guys are like living together and you're happy, or it could be that the person that shows up is going to be a Cancer. So generally speaking, if you want to go by looks, I usually use the red cards as lighter people and the black cards as darker people. So I would say that somebody that has green eyes, hazel eyes, or blue eyes would show up with a red card. Brown eyes or black eyes would be a dark, and the same thing with hair. So we've got the Five of Spades. So I think that you're probably going to meet somebody that either has dark hair or dark eyes. Could also be very distinguishing dark eyes, like, you know, sometimes people have light hair, but their eyes are really piercing and they're like big black olives. You might be looking for somebody with dark eyes, or it could be the opposite. It could be somebody who shows up that has very dark hair and then they have incredibly light eyes. I'm going to pull another card to see if I can get anything else. I won't swear to these. I don't trust them. The King of Diamonds. So once again, you got a black and a red. I'm thinking either light hair, dark eyes, dark hair, light eyes, whatever. But I wouldn't swear to it. I would be willing to bet that a Cancer shows up before I would be able to pick what he's going to look like. Yeah, but we give it a shot. We see, you know. Ayana, are Jay and I going to get back together soon? Okay, let's see. Stop worrying. The first card that comes up is anxiety, depression, and worry. The second two cards are aces, which makes me think, yes, you are going to get back together soon. 70% chance. See if we can get some timing. The Eight of Clubs. It could happen in the month of August. It could also happen before the summer ends. The clubs indicate the summertime. So I would say give it between now and September 21st, and you may see a change in this relationship. And don't worry. Shayavish, when is a new lover coming towards me? Okay, let's see. When is the new lover coming for Shayavish? The Queen of Clubs. It could be before the end of this summer. The clubs also could be the month. The Queen could also be sometime in December, the 12th month, or there could be a 12 surrounding this meeting. You might meet him on September 12th or in 12 days from now. The end of the summer, between now and September 1st, there's a chance that somebody's going to show up for you. Mindy, I'm a Gemini, he's a Taurus. How does he feel about me? Should I reach out to him or wait until he contacts me? We haven't spoken in a while. I'm feeling a strong connection. Okay. So if you're feeling a strong connection, my suggestion always is to reach out to the person. Just make sure that you do it when you're feeling positive and you're not feeling like hesitant. Like, you know how you sometimes you just get a feeling and you're like, screw it, I'm just going to do it, whatever it is. And then you just do it. Like, that's the kind of moment that you want to be in. You don't want to be at that moment where you're like, you have the text up and you're like, should I send it? Should I not send it? That's not the time to do it. If you feel like that, put the phone down and wait until the moment passes, because you always want to reach out to somebody when you're 100% sure that they're going to be happy to hear from you and that they're going to return the text, because why wouldn't they? They're going to be happy to hear from you. The problem is that sometimes we put out these like half-assed kind of signals to the universe. We put out, I'm going to reach out to you, but I'm afraid to look to see if they answered me. And it's like kind of like this. So that's what the universe gives you. The universe gives you exactly what you put out there. So don't reach out until you feel confident enough to do so. Now, should you reach out? My opinion is yes. Because what it's going to do is it's going to cut the time down. When two people get stuck in that thing of waiting and waiting and waiting, and I'll do it tomorrow, and maybe this and maybe that, then it just expands the time. We want to cut the time down. But let's ask the cards. Two aces. Thank you. Two aces plus the Judgment card, which means that the new beginning is here. So if you were never with this person before, you're going to get a new beginning. I think that you should reach out, but wait until you feel confident enough to do so. Okay. MV, the Scorpio. Can you tell me how the Gemini feels about me? Is he in love with me? He's with someone else now. Someone else now, that doesn't matter. All right. Is the Gemini in love with the Scorpio? Okay, so this is what you got. You got two aces, which is a 70% chance. And then you got the Lovers. So I'm thinking that this person definitely has feelings for you. Now, they're with somebody else, that doesn't matter, because there are some people that they don't give a shit who they're with. They just can't be alone for 5 seconds. So they take anyone. You can take anyone. You're not going to be connected to that person. The Lovers card indicates a soulmate relationship between you and him, not him and whoever else he thinks he's with for these 5 minutes. And then you've got two aces, which is a 70% chance. So I'm thinking either he's with somebody and he feels indifferent for them. He could give a shit less one way or another. She's just 5 minutes. And I don't know why the two of you aren't together, but the Lovers card indicates a union. So I don't know. This just could be, I hate to say soulmate relationship, because soulmate relationships are tough, and there are usually breakups, and they're usually painful breakups. Sometimes they can create a lot of distance, time, and space between the two people. Like, you may go a year without hearing from somebody, and then all of a sudden they show up, and then your relationship gets back on track. But when the Lovers show up, it indicates a soulmate relationship that is meant to be. So I don't really care about who he's with right now, because I don't think that that's lasting. I really don't. So good luck, and thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate that. Um, where am I? Oh, hi, Naraya. You're new here. Welcome. Priya, I keep seeing my ex in my dreams. Does he miss me and does he want to connect with me? All right, when people show up in your dreams, that's usually an indication that they're thinking about you too. So what happens is with our thoughts, and you may experience this and not realize it, you also may experience it with random people and you don't think twice about it. You're thinking about somebody for whatever reason. Like, for example, okay, I love James Bay. He's one of my favorites. He's one of my favorite new artists, right? So the other day, one of my friends was listening to James Bay, whatever the song was, and it made him think of me. In that time, I had reached out to him for something. So he was like, oh, I was just thinking about you. So he was thinking about me because James Bay reminded him of me. I must have felt him some kind of unconscious way, and I reached out to him. So these things happen, but because him and I are just friends, and it's not something like I could reach out to him at any moment, and I don't even question, does he want to hear from me? Does he not want to hear from me? Because we're friends. But when we get into situations where there are feelings involved, right away we have all of those, doubts, and maybe he doesn't want to talk to me, or maybe he doesn't this, or maybe he's not going to respond. There's never a doubt in my mind that my friend is going to reach out to me. So when somebody is in your dreams, it usually means that they've been thinking about you and you're picking it up. But we're going to ask the cards anyway, because why not? Okay, this person's thinking about you, definitely. You got two aces. You got one ace, which is a 33% chance. The Page of Wands, which can indicate being prepared and ready to move forward, and the Lovers. So this could be a Gemini if one of you are a Gemini, or it could be your connection. And the Lovers is a soulmate connection. Now, we do have more than one soulmate. We have soulmates. I'm very connected to my dogs. I've always thought of them as soulmates. But when the Lovers show up and we're talking about a relationship, it indicates that there is a soulmate connection here. So I do think that you and him are connected, and I do think he's thinking about you. Dingus, what's the weekend's forecast? Okay. All right, what's going on for Dingus this weekend? What time is it? I got to go to work. Oh, I got to leave in like 2 minutes. I get talking and then I lose track of time. Okay, so Dingus, it's looking like here you're crying over spilt milk or you're worried about something. I get it. I know you were having some troubles. The Four of Wands in reverse is either could be a disappointment, or it could be you still haven't found the happy home yet, but that's okay. You have the Nine of Pentacles here. Now, this has to do with money. You could have a wish with money. Somebody could give you money, lend you money, give you a job. This is very beneficial when it comes to money. So something this weekend, if it's not physical money in your hand, may present itself to lead you to money. I hope so. I'm sending you good energy, Dingus. I know I'm going to have to cut this one a little short, but I should have time to come back on later this afternoon, I'm thinking, in between my classes. Okay. Elizabeth, is Ben with me because I'm financially secure? Okay. You didn't get any aces, so I'm not thinking that that's why he's with you. He may like that, It may make him feel stable, but I don't think that that's why he's with you. No aces indicates there's only really a 1% chance that that's why he's in this relationship. All right, guys, I'm going to go because I have to go to work, but I'm going to try, and I think that I'm going to be able to come back on this afternoon. I got to straighten up this house a little bit. But I'm thinking I don't have to go back to work until about 5:30 tonight. I have to leave here about 5. So I think I'm going to be on tonight. As always, if you like what we're doing here at the Magic Junk Drawer, please like, subscribe, share me with your friends. Thank you so much to those that super chatted. It is truly appreciated. And thank you so much. And I will see you soon, hopefully again this afternoon, because this was a short one. I didn't have a lot of time. Okay, thanks. Bye-bye.